Block number 5 million mined. Ironically, while I was running a world eater. I was digging in the nether perimeter and reached 5 million blocks mined. I know it's not a lot in the grand scheme of Minecraft worlds and the amount of blocks dug, but for me it's a lot and it's a milestone I'd like to emphasize, so I'm making a big deal out of it. So let's place this on the podium. 5 million block mined. And there it is. What a beaut. Now I've also been digging a bit in the TNT perimeter, so we may come back here to deposit some ore blocks. I've gotten into these banks to see how far we've come. We'll probably be visiting that perimeter later this episode too. As I mentioned, I've had the World Eater running. Let's go check out the progress. I've got to say, that is really satisfying to watch. It was one of my main goals when I was running the World Eater, to have it replay recorded or have some kind of time lapse on it, because it's so satisfying to watch. It's one of the coolest things you can do in Minecraft, honestly, is build a World Eater. There's really nothing like it. So I'm really glad I decided to build it up, and even though I duped the TNT and bent the former rule, I think it was worth it for this. And I did kind of lie about no resources from this perimeter, because I found some diamonds along the way when I was letting it run and picked those up. But as you can see, I left up the AFK spots for these bots because I'll probably need them on the next thing I need to do in this perimeter, which is build the floor and the walls, because I'm not leaving it like this. This is a pixel art perimeter. Well, I'll just have like decorative kind of builds that I can just build for fun here. No farms. And I want it to be on a white template. So I want to fill this floor with just white concrete, and probably the walls as well. And for that, I've found a machine on the Slimestone Discord that I'll link in the description. It's a floor placer by Vuvela, or I think he goes by Jellysquid. Well, basically, you just stand in one spot and place all the blocks, and it goes all the way across to the other side. And as you're placing them, it moves your character back one block. You start placing it again, goes all the way to that side, moves it back one block, etc, etc. So it's all the way filled in. Now, this machine itself isn't very material intensive or resource intensive. It doesn't have a lot of slime blocks and kind of flying machines, and then some sticky arms that go from like all the way that side and that side. But it doesn't cost that much to build, really, as far as the resources go. But the blocks that I'll be placing on the floor and the walls, that's a lot of blocks. This is a pretty big perimeter. I don't even exactly know the dimensions. I could stand on this chunk and kind of count how many chunks there are, but just starting from here maybe. But it's a lot. It's a big area. So it's a lot of concrete. And this machine over here is the only concrete maker that I've built in this world. This is the only thing I've been using to break concrete, and it does work. Even though I duped TNT for the World Eater, this is all legit TNT. And let's see how much is even in here. Oh, not that much. Yeah, getting low on TNT there. So this could work. I could use this machine to still get my concrete, but I'd like a better version of a blast chamber that would maybe be a little faster. And also, there's some resource problems I'm running into when it comes to concrete and TNT, because I'll need the concrete, so the blast chamber helps out a lot with that, unless I want to mine all those blocks, and I really don't want to do that. I'm going to be using TNT to blow the concrete up when I place it, but there's one resource that TNT and concrete share, and that's sand. I told you we'd be back here this episode. So this is the TNT perimeter, and the progress that I've made. Obviously, not very much. I'm still working on taking down this mountain over here to just flatten that out, and then I want to do the same to the other side, so it's all flat across the board. And it is not at all in a situation where I can actually use this sand farm. So this is unfortunate, because I need to be able to load where they fall and die, and the loot down there needs to be able to process. So there's a big area that is not spawn proof, because I removed all the slabs when I was flattening this out and designing it to be a bigger perimeter than originally planned. Instead of the rectangle there, it's going to be the big square, with, you know, this side being the sand farm and this side being a creeper farm, and then in the middle is a TNT crafting station. But we're a long ways from that, obviously. Got a lot to dig here. I may have to light this whole place up just so I can run the sand farm for a while, because I'll be needing a lot of sand for the concrete that I need in the new pixel art perimeter. Unless I dig all the way down just the area that I need to be dug for this to be spawn proof, where I AFK out there. But I'd like to just dig the whole way. I'd like it all to be even. My OCD would just bother me too much if I just mine down this one area. So instead of trying to worry about mining this down and speed running this, I'm just going to probably torch this place up so I can use the sand farm for now. And that way we can get our hands on some concrete. Okay, I'm on the test world. What I want to do is fill the area with white concrete, and so I can see exactly how much I need, because that is one important factor in resource collection, is knowing how many resources you need. So let's see. If I do the wall 1 block away from this, then it'll need to be this block. This block, right? This is the block. Is 1 block away from there, 1 block away from here is there. Oh no, so it's that one. Okay. Okay. Don't mind the lava. So if we start from this block, let's go to this side, and this is a little bit jank over here on this side. But say we built a wall like here. No. 1 block away, 1 block away. So this, and then this side is much further back. So like there. Okay. Now let's do a fill. To this block. White concrete. There we go. Alright, how many is that? 229,773 blocks. So dividing that by 64 stacks is 3,590.2 stacks. So that's almost 133 shulker boxes of white concrete. That is a lot of concrete. And that's just the floor. Did I do this wrong? Am I mathing wrong? No, because it filled the blocks. I divided the blocks by 64, which is a stack of blocks. That stack was 3,590. So 3,590 stacks. If I divide that by 27, that's 132 shulker boxes. Almost 133 shulker boxes. So we've got some farming to do. We've got quite a bit of resource farming to do. Mainly sand. I can get gravel from my bartering farm, so I might need to actually pick up the old gold farm to get gravel. Plenty of gravel for the concrete. I'll actually need to use my mob farm to get gunpowder, most likely. Actually, no, I have the raid farm for gunpowder. Oh, this looks weird, actually. It looks better at night with the gamma off. Oh, I still actually have 1 box of sand here. Just 1. Alright, so if I stay in the AFK spot, render a new shape in, a despawn sphere. Let's turn that one off for now. Alright. So I can kind of see the area I need to light up. Not too bad, actually. Just light it all up. I brought a lot of torches and coal. Should have plenty of torches. Oh, I actually need to not light up near the farm. I need a slab closer to it. So let's get rid of that because I want it to be 0. We'll start like out here. Maybe I need to slab out to a certain extent. Do I have any slabs on me? Need to probably go. Actually, I have resources right here from mining already. Just give me some stone. Already mined a good bit of stone. Alright, I just want to make sure all of this is 0 in here. So I'll probably just slab out 7 blocks out from this, maybe. Something like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is only temporary so I can run the sand farm for a while. Get all the sand I'll ever need. And then we can get back to digging. Okay, all slabbed up. Around the immediate outside of this thing. Now I just gotta light up the whole despawn sphere and it'll be ready to go. Okay, I'm kind of recording now after the fact. Because I ended up placing all the torches and AFKing over the weekend. And got all the sand I needed, plus some. And made a little time lapse for you. Okay, I know how infuriating that could have been to watch me go back and forth to the sand, gravel, the bones to get the dye and interact with this crafting table and the ceiling here, but I didn't feel like making an auto crafter just for the concrete that I'm going to need for this project itself. I know I will probably need concrete in vast amounts for the future, and an auto crafter of sorts for concrete powder would probably be a good idea. But for this, I just wanted to get this going, and it is done. I do have all 133 shulker boxes of white concrete powder. So all the resources I need for the floor of this thing are in here. Now this doesn't include the walls. That's another day. But today we get the floor materials. Sand. How are we looking on sand? Actually, way better than I thought. Wow. So this chest is almost empty. But as you can see, I have plenty of sand and gravel left. Oh, so all this gravel was actually at the barbering farm already. I didn't have to even use the barbering farm at all. And the sand, I AFK'd a lot over the weekend to get this much sand. As for the gunpowder, for the TNT, I'm going to need to blow up all that concrete powder. Is here. This is the gunpowder I have. I used the raid farm for a while. as you can see in the little time lapse. I don't know if this is going to be all the gunpowder I'll need. I definitely should have enough sand, but what we actually need is a proper blast chamber. And there's one I was recommended by in the Engineum Discord, one by Cubic Meter. It's really well done. It's very TNT efficient because I won't be duping it to blow up the concrete. So that's going to be really nice to have, to be able to efficiently use all the TNT that I'm going to craft. So that's nice. Problem is I have to build it first. So I need to find a suitable location for that. So let's go to the base area and spot one out. So this place is getting a little crowded, I have to say, with the slime farm here, the blast cage for the basalt and cobblestone farms, this new mob farm I installed. It's getting a little crowded, and I almost want to build it entirely underground, like over here somewhere. Like knock this little mound down, build it underground, because there's not a lot that needs to be accessed. The farm itself is kind of like tall and big, but the whole thing doesn't need to be out in the open. I could build most of it underground and then have just the top part accessible so I can come over here and use it whenever I need. So I'm going to kind of play around in the test world and find a suitable location for it. I almost wish I could put it somehow in this blast cage that I have already for the cobblestone and basalt, but there's just no room. There's just no room to put it in this monstrosity. I could put it like underground of this thing, but I don't, yeah, that would mess with a lot. So I think over here is best case scenario. I'm not going to hook it up to the main storage. It's going to be kind of its own thing. I'll just come over here to use. Maybe I'll make a little easy access in and out of it. But it's not going to be like necessarily connected with an on and off switch to the base, because I'll be at it and not up there because I placed the concrete. There is a basalt and cobblestone generator that it kind of comes with, very small, but I probably won't even use it. It'll just mainly be for concrete powder. So I'm gonna sink some time into the build in the test world and make it aesthetically pleasing to put in this area so it fits with the theme of the base. But that's all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, just leave a like and comment what you liked, didn't like. Subscribe if you haven't. I also made a second channel, by the way, for just variety game clips that I play on the weekend with some friends, and some games that I like to know life other than Minecraft. Just silly clips or fails, you know, stuff like that. So I don't dilute my main channel that I'll be uploading mainly Minecraft, Lions Couch Podcast, which will be returning soon. So that's that. Yeah, go check it out. Would mean a lot. I appreciate it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.